Wellness, wealth, wisdom keeps you alive. Come join my.
Best wishes and the good wishes for our Chitra Paunami and Visa Day today. So today our master is talking about the philosophy of life. Our lovable master Manisekeran is talking about philosophy of life. Before that, I would like to share a small thing with the Tirukural, right? Tirukural about the love. Okay, the philosophy of love of life is actually love only. So in that Tirukural, the Tirukural number 78, okay, அன்பகத்தில்லா உயிர் வாழ்க்கை வன்பர்க்கன் வற்றல் மறந்தலிர் தற்று. Actually, in this Tirukural, Tiruvalluvar is saying that the body and soul, okay, the body and soul, without love means without love to the family members, without love to the friends, without love to the other living beings. Okay, so the body and soul without love seems to be like a plant in the dry desert. Okay, a plant in the dry desert or hot rock. So how it is hard to grow up a plant in the dry desert. So the body and soul without love seems to be a plant cannot grow. Okay, this is the message for today by me. Okay, here is someone. Okay, so without any delay, I invite Master Manisekeran. Okay, Master, please take your stage, Master. Welcome, Master. Please all give your hand. Yes, Master.
Namaskar, everybody. Namaskar. Thank you, Mano, for that wonderful introduction. Talking about love, which I think is, not think, which is most important in our lives, together with harmony. Namaskar, everyone, and thank you so much for coming today to this Zoom program. And this is a auspicious day because it is Vesak Day, and Vesak Day for me as well as many of you here is a very important component of our journey. Mainly because all can hear me.
Yes, Master.
Okay.
Yes, Master.
Okay, thank you. Mainly because yoga philosophy and what Lord Buddha spoke about is super close, and it comes from the same journey that yogis undertake or yoga practitioners undertake. It will be correct to say that Lord Buddha practiced the yogic path, and through his journey he observed many truths. Now yoga is about experience, right? And what the culmination of this experience is to change us to be better human beings. That is what nirvana is all about. And then, so if nirvana is the end of the journey, then what is nirvana and how do we achieve this? In some ways I would like to cover this. May is a very important month for me also because of some other things that is happening in May. Many it's in the middle, almost the middle part of the year, and it is good for us to reflect. And what more than an opportunity to reflect than on Lord Buddha's day. First of all, let's start with some mindfulness about with breath. We can keep the eyes open, or we can keep the eyes closed, or partially closed, or we can focus here on the nose tip or the eyebrow center, which you see in most Buddhist temples and also monuments. This is where you see Lord Buddha focusing. Lord Buddha will be focusing here on the nose tip. This is Nasikagra Dristi, or Shambhavi Mudra, focusing at the eyebrow center. Or just eyes closed, half closed is called Anmani Mudra, drowsy state. Now, all of these meditative practices allow us to reach a state where we can remain stable and centered. I will talk about this in a while. Shall we do this? Okay, now just relax, relax, and observe your breath. Observe, and as we observe the breath, what we do is let's take a deep breath in, slowly expand the rib cage. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, contract the rib cage. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract very slowly. As we do this, feel that we are becoming relaxed, that we are becoming stable and calmer, that our mind is filled with good thoughts, with confidence, with optimism, with positivity, with a nice smile, with a loving heart, kindness, and feeling that there is going to be a bright future in front of us. So this kind of a visualization of the light that we want to go towards. Moving towards the light, another word we can use is enlightenment. Really nice centering feeling. It's very simple practices which can be done with eyes open, half closed, or fully closed, just to relax the body, observe the breath. Feeling really remarkable. Do you feel that? Very like nice, light feeling, cheerful, happy in the heart, very balanced state, not very high, not very low, right in the middle, calm, collected, cool, stable, centered, not very loud, not very soft. See how we can move to the center, day and night, profit and loss, love and hate, birth and death, yin and yang, Ida, Pingala, sun, moon, male, female, all the distractions, all the differences, all the opposites are always there. This is law of nature. But the law of the path of the yogi is right in the center, right in the middle. There's the reason why we concentrate right in the middle of the face, right in the middle of the two sides of the body, on the eyebrow center, on the nose tip. All the chakras are aligned right in the center of the body. The spine is aligned right in the center of the body. Really remarkable, right? The left and right eye, right? See how they are divided. Left nostril, right ear, left ear, right hand, left hand, right leg, left leg, right kidney, left kidney. Beautiful. Right hemisphere of the brain, left hemisphere of the brain. But we practice to be in the center. Now, wishing all good health, peace, and harmony. Slowly rub the palms together over the face. Come, keep the palms over the face and open the face and nice smile. Ah, nice, beautiful. How do you feel? You feel you feel stable, isn't it? You feel right in the center. This is what Lord Buddha and yoga. I'm going to combine both the teachings of Lord Buddha and how, as a practitioner of yoga, it is so relatable. And as practitioners of yoga, you can relate this to your own lives, to your own journey. That don't go too far to the extreme, go back to the center. We want to look at Lord Buddha's life, not as historians, not to look at history, but as practitioners, seekers of truth. Now, as we know, I'm going to share a little bit of information of his life, as what we have heard about. Maybe it's totally different, but it's okay, it's fine. Just some stories are good. He was born in Lumbini, now in is Nepal, but those days he's called Bharata. India was very big and it covered vast areas. So technically, Lord Buddha was born in the Greater India, and then as the nation separated, now it's in in Nepal. It's a beautiful place. Is in Lumbini, and it seems that he was born into royalty, opulence, wealth, power. Then one day he was hidden. It seems that he was hidden from the pain, because it seems the astrologers, the seers, say that if he sees this, he would have problems. He would either be the greatest king, greatest emperor, according to the astrologers, or he would be the greatest sage. So the family, of course, normally the family wants the children to be yogis or renunciates or nuns or monks or priests, or they want them to be like a CEO or emperors or billionaires. Normally this is the way, right? So it's this extreme. Either you go spiritual or material. Where is the center? So anyway, it was like that they desired, and that they had to prevent him from seeing the pain of life. So they prevented him, put him in the house, got him in the palace, got him married, and had a child. And he was really enjoying that particular life. This is what it seems to be. And you may find it very difficult to believe that how could he be sheltered? But I believe that he must have sinned, and it would have been a gradual transformation. But it's okay. Let's go back to history. Then it seems like one day he went and he saw the four sides of old age, disease, and death. These are the three. And renunciation or asceticism we will cover later. But we are all affected by this, right? When we see aging, when we see our parents, our grandparents, our aunties, uncles, our teachers, our brothers, sisters, when they age, they have lots of sickness. Many sickness come, high blood pressure, diabetes. I mean, really disturbing us, right? And when oneself moves through the aging process and experiences this pain in the form of sickness, the fear of death comes in. Old age, sickness, and death. Death seems to be very fearful. It seems to be a place where we don't want to go, but it's inevitable that we will reach it. But there is a solution. Lord Buddha has provided a solution. He was affected by this, so affected that he kind of like left. So this is where the renunciation, renouncing, giving up, that he did. He gave up that opulence, that luxury, and then left the palace to practice extreme ecstaticism. Ascetic means a person who practices like mortification, kind of like make himself suffer, like one meal a day, sleep on the floor. What else? Like that. That means don't wear any shoes. Really make yourself kind of like, don't want to use the word torture, but give you pain. Avoid luxury, pleasure, avoid totally. So this is where the concept of being a monk, being a nun came in. Again, look at this. This is one of the things that Lord Buddha said didn't bring him the answer. Asceticism, being an ascetic. So this is where, as a teacher of yoga, as a person who seeks and wants to speak the truth, if someone who follows Lord Buddha's teaching embraces a life of a monk or a nun, or we ourselves, if we follow Lord Buddha's teaching and we want to renounce, I'm very carefully, very diplomatically I'm putting it, but I am committed to truth. Satya, I have to tell you, this may be slightly a bit controversial, but as it is, in not only my opinion, but just that it's very straightforward. He said, reject extremism. So which means he didn't want you to practice being a monk or a nun, but we have this in Buddhism. Of course, we have this in the Vedic religion. We have in many religions where people embrace that one part where they only work towards the religion or the philosophy. Technically, Buddhism, Lord Buddha's teaching is not a religion. Again, another truth, which is it's a philosophy, it's a way of life, just like the Vedic path, which they call as Sanatan Dharma, where yoga comes from, is also a path. Both now have rituals. Nothing wrong with rituals, but we must come back to the means. We don't reject rituals, and we also don't reject the other part, which is the philosophy. So we can have both. So if this is the case, then in Lord Buddha's teaching, which I will not call as Buddhism, because then it becomes like a religion, but I call it a philosophy. Just like how I call yoga philosophy. The philosophy teaches, rather than looking at it as a religion, then becomes a little bit sensitive and very and like critical. So we don't want to go there. But philosophy of yoga and philosophy of Lord Buddha, middle path. No need to be a monk, no need to be a nun, no need to embrace materialism, but come in the middle. Practice high level of ethics, just like how Lao Tzu and Confucius and in Tirukural it is mentioned by Thiruvalluvar. Practice ethics, high level, generosity, kindness, avoid violence, speak the truth. We speak the truth. If somebody comes and says, you speak this, what is it? We don't have to fight. We can just postulate. We can explain like, okay, this as a practitioner, this is what we understand. This is what we can experience. So it's in the middle path. Now, in the middle path, what we use? Common sense. Sometimes we look at many aspects of our thinking faculties. Should we be extraordinarily intelligent, IQ, or that? But my advice is just practice high level of common sense. Just work on common sense, and we would be able to find lots of solutions to our life. Many good things will happen the moment we embrace the concept of common sense. A simple way of thinking. Okay, then Lord Buddha went into asceticism, like renunciation, and practice extreme penance. Really put himself into extreme penance, and he felt that it didn't work much. So he was very frustrated, and he went and sat under a tree, just like us when we want something, we sit somewhere quiet, right, under the tree or under the sky, outside the garden, or in the room, just to reflect. So he found answers. When he closed his eyes, he closed his eyes, relaxed, observed his breath, went dive deep inside, and he found himself. Even though in Lord Buddha's teaching he said no self, people thought that, oh, that means there is no self. No, it's not that. No self means ego. Ego is something. When we are very frank with us, ego is the one that actually prevents us from learning, from understanding. ego is necessary. Otherwise, how do we name ourselves? What is your name? What is your age? What is your nationality? That ego, that identifiable concept is to identify yourself. That is essential ego. But the other ego is that very stubborn. Even though we know there is some truth there, and the person is telling something which is very reasonable, because we have already made our mind that no, I don't want to listen to this. I want to fight this. That is ego. We can be reasonable in our life, and yeah, I think it's good, it's fine. I think it's wonderful what you're saying, but this is also what I think. Let's sit down and discuss. So finally he got that, and he started his teaching. And all of you, please start teaching, start sharing. My desire in my life is to create as many philosophers as possible, as many teachers as possible, as many instructors and coaches as possible, especially in the art of philosophy, in the art of practical tools, in the art of utilizing practical tools such as meditation, body movement, breath control, mind management. I would like to, this is a very important component of my life. That's the reason why on the 18th of May, Sunday, I'm launching my global movement of holistic enterprise and holistic living. All of you, please come to Damansara Uttama MAYI Yoga Academy just from 2:30 to 4:30, where you can almost embrace a full-time life of a wellness consultant, wellness coach, right from where you are, and living your own life as what Lord Buddha's concept is, that you remain where you are, and things gravitate towards you. And this concept is coming up on the 18th. Then this some kind of enlightenment that I got, and I want to share this so that many people in this world don't have to work hard, don't work to, but they have to work hard means you don't enjoy, right? And in Lord Buddha's teaching, you don't have to stress, you don't have to go into some form of extreme pain. Enjoy being in the center. This is what I am teaching, what I am sharing. Be in the center, and I want to bring something which is practical, where many people want to embrace this lifestyle. What is the main problem they have? They don't have time. They have to go to work 9 to 5, and then like Nimala was telling the other day, oh, I have marking to do. And as a lecturer, she has marking to do, and she said that from Wednesday to Sunday. Oh, I think this is very stressful, right? And you cannot do anything, and this is extreme work. Don't want to do any work. Also, another extreme. Don't want procrastination. Tomorrow. I don't want to do any work. My parents have money. I'm 34 years old, still living at home. No inspiration. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about methods of philosophy and utilizing philosophy as a way of life. This we are bringing. MAYI is pioneering this. In fact, we could arguably be the first movement to bring these philosophies into life. The philosophy of teachers, great teachers like Buddha, Thiruvalluvar, and the prophets, the avatars, all into a very beautiful state. And you can go anywhere in the world and live, be free, and start enjoying life. This is, you please come on the 18th. So he started to teach, just like what I want you to teach. He started to teach full time. Where did he teach? In Sarnath. We were there in what during that. We had 2 trips in the Buddhist trail. A very beautiful journey. I hope I want to bring you there in the future as you come into our group, our movement. Clear? All right. So in Sarnath, he started to speak about, and this is what I want you to do, start talking about the philosophy of life. And so then the link about with yoga and what Lord Buddha spoke about is the inner his journey was about inner transformation, which yogis like you or practitioners of yoga should also be aware of, that the transformation from inside comes from reflection, comes from teaching. The more we teach, the more we share, it becomes part of us. How much time, how much do we share in our life about philosophy, about yoga practices? Do you have an opportunity to share every day to people you meet in your work? I don't think so. Unless your work is in a yoga institution like me. I am blessed. I really, this birth for me, I'm not sure how I want to say. I feel very emotional when I talk about this, that the universe gave me the greatest blessing to this life that I have. I really feel, I feel emotional now that I am able to live 24 hours talking about this and having a livelihood, everything about wellness, about yoga. People who come to me every day, I'm identified as a yoga person, and have a, people respect that. And it has also it's balance, that there is also a wealth creation, because it's an institution. Really, this is great balance that somehow life gave this opportunity. And I feel very humbled by this. Not many people have this opportunity, and especially surrounded by such beautiful people like you who support this journey. And I want to give back. That is what the initiatives that I do, is to give back. So this transformation, then he found certain concepts and philosophies, like the four noble truth, that life has suffering, dukkha. We can't deny it. Anyone says no dukkha in your life? Dukkham? No? All the all the time in bliss, Mano? All the time blissful, smiling, happy, 24 hours. Is that how our life is? Rachna? Janita? Shashi? Vijay? No, right? There is an element of dukkha. Definitely there is an element of dukkha. But we can overcome. Lord Buddha's teaching is there is dukkha, but we can overcome dukkha. And why suffering comes? Suffering comes from attachment. Is it wrong to be attached? I'm attached to yoga. Right? I'm attached to yoga. Will my attachment to yoga give me suffering? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm attached to meditation. Will my attachment to meditation give me dukkha? I don't think so. Will my attachment to, let's say, my bank account, will it give me suffering? Definitely will give suffering. If somebody says, I want to borrow or take the money out, and hey, how come suddenly from 1,000 become 1 ringgit? Oh, suffering. But meditation, no, it is not going to have that kind. So there is a balance. What Lord Buddha said, that yes, suffering comes from attachment. So therefore, we must study the attachment. Is the attachment at the level where we can manage it? Should you not be attached to your spouse, your children, your parents, your students, your teachers, your uncles, aunties? Should you not? You should be attached too, but not an extreme level where if they say something or they go away for 5 days, you are suffering. Oh, for 5 days, my children are not here. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. That happens, and that is suffering. So we don't want to do that, right? So there is suffering, and it comes from attachment. There is freedom from attachment, freedom from suffering. So that means freedom from suffering means we reduce the attachment, and it is not difficult to do that. There are ways of doing it. And then he spoke about the 8th path. So the 8th path is that we view, what are you seeing? And you must see in a way where it is correct. We can debate, we can talk about, you can speak to anyone, but not from a fanatical view, but in the right view. Hey, what he is saying, I think there is some meaning. What I am saying could have been wrong. Now I rectify it. But you are, I think can you change the way that you perceive this? Can I speak to you like this right view? An elephant, you bring 5 people who have been blind from life. You choose 5 people who have been blind from life, from birth, and make sure that once you have interviewed many people, you choose 5 who have never been exposed to an elephant. Not and no one has. Of course, they have been blind from birth, therefore they have never seen. But no one has described them about an elephant. They don't know. Never heard. You bring these 5 people to an elephant. Now, please listen carefully. Never exposed. And you bring one of them and give them the tail. No other part. Let them hold the tail. Right? And you tell them this is elephant. And the person will say, oh, is this an elephant? An elephant is very thin. It is moving. This is elephant. Is this person wrong? It's not wrong. Another person you bring to the tusk. And then you make him or her hold the tusk. And tell this is the elephant. And they say, oh, it's very smooth. And at the end, it's very sharp. It's long. It is curved. This is elephant. Oh, now I know this elephant. Another one, you give the trunk, and he or she will hold the trunk, and it will start to move. Oh, it is flexible, and there is a kind of suction at the end. It's pulling air in, and and he will describe. Another one, the ear. Do you understand? Huh? 5 people given 5 parts. They are describing that part, and they're saying this is elephant. Are they wrong? Janita, are they wrong? Rachna, Shashi, Mano, are they wrong? They are not wrong.
Oh no, they're not wrong.
Yeah, they are not wrong. But are they completely right?
No.
They are. That's it. So, right view for us is to understand that our view, no matter how learned we are, no matter how much of information we have got in our life, that we may be a professor of a particular subject matter, a specialist in a particular subject matter, a philosopher on a certain path, I can tell you today, the view is only partial, no matter how enlightened they are in their path. Now, please remember this, so that wherever you go, whoever you are listening to, even listening to me, you must understand it's only partial. And if you have this view, everyone, Vijaya and whoever is here, if you have this view, you will never get caught fanatically in one path, or a teacher you are fanatical about. We respect our teachers. I respect my teachers. If you go to my house at the altar there, you have the photos of my teachers in the altar. Respect. But not at the level where my teacher is the only teacher in the world, and he is the only one who can bring me enlightenment, that my religion is the only religion, that or my book is the only book, or my path is the only one that can bring me to enlightenment, to a focus, to nirvana. No, definitely not. See how the view is. It's cute. It's fanatic. It can be good. Or I follow this path, and the path is very good. The path says, okay, speak the truth and be kind, be honest, be generous. The path says everything is good, right? But the thing that is not good is that this is the only path. This is the only teacher. This is the only God. This is the only religion. And that's it. Nothing else. Closed. No, not at all. We that is already not the right view. And Lord Buddha says, You must have the right view, because that is the eightfold path. Have the right view. Intention. He also spoke about intention. The intention when you do something, tell you this is very precious, and I hope many people cultivate this. We say that we don't have time. Please put time for intention. When we want to do something, it must be from here. The intention. No. This one too calculative. This one intellectual. Intention to make money, to have this, to have some power position. Intention cannot come from here. Intention must come from your intention to really pure, like a child, really want to do something. Then he spoke about speech. Now I speak to you. I cannot speak anything else except truth, except what I feel is the truth, closest to the truth, and no intention to hurt anyone at all. Just to speak the truth. And convey it in a way where it's acceptable, not to criticize anyone, to put forth, so that when we have this right view and the intention is clear and the speech is connected to the truth, then our actions, our karma, our actions are right. That we will do actions which are inspiring for us, inspiring for others, really wanting to bring about some great changes, so that livelihood. He spoke about livelihood. Can you imagine that I speak about social enterprise, and this is part of the eighth noble truth, the eightfold path. And Lord Buddha mentioned about livelihood. What livelihood can I share with you? And through the platforms that MAYI has, I created this MAYI, this brand, and the pathway I call as social enterprise. And many people still don't understand. I would like you to understand that it is part of life's opportunities to create livelihood. And Lord Buddha spoke about livelihood. He spoke about effort. When we put effort, it cannot just be without effort. There is an effort, but the effort is in a way where when there is right action, when there is right view, and the intention is pure, it becomes almost effort. Effort without effortless. Effort that seems without effort is a method of effortlessness. In yoga, we practice this. Stiram Sukham Asanam, where the asana becomes so stable, so pleasurable, because you have mastered it. It feels effortless. You see how I do yoga, right? Why it feels like effortless? Because of doing it again and again and again. That is livelihood. Again and again and again and again and again, with the intention of understanding, not in the intention of showing off. Now, I don't practice that for that. I practice because every morning I practice because it makes me feel so enriched, and it has given me such a great skill to share. Livelihood, effort, mindfulness. We must be mindful of what we do, what we eat, what we say, what we think, what our actions are. So everything, that almost everything, let's not say everything, almost everything, we put our effort in being mindful in almost everything, and especially in what we eat. We are what we eat, isn't it? What we are, what we think. We are the company of the people. Lord Buddha he has this great the three jewels: Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Sangha means the people you are with. Satsang, Sat, truth. In Sikhism, they place so much of importance to Sat. Sat, truth is God. So he spoke about Sangha. Satsang is where you speak the truth in the Sangha. Please surround yourself with good people. If you cannot surround yourself with good people, then surround yourself with good books. Plenty available. And then search, eventually, as you surround yourself with these good vibrations, you will gravitate towards good people. Very, very important, the company of the good, Sangha. mindfulness. And then once we have this mindfulness, now please remember and please get this concentration. You do something mindful and concentration, do until you accomplish. Accomplish or do not begin. This is the motto of my high school, my school. So I see it is part of the noble, the eightfold path. Concentration. I do something, I concentrate. If there are 5 things that I want to do, health, wealth, wisdom, good relationships, and understanding the self, I want to concentrate on these 5. I'm not going to move from here. Good or bad, day or night, public holiday or whatever, Sunday, whatever it is, I'm going to make sure that this is done. This concentration is at the highest level. Today, whole day, I've been working. Yesterday, whole day, I've been working. I never tire from work because that work brings so much of happiness to me and the family. That's it. What's the point of being in a place where I just sit down there and not contribute to the family? I want to do something where the family is happy, the community happy, my instructors are happy, my management team is happy because I am doing my work. The intention is to make sure that the team, the community gets something useful. On the 18th, I have something, I'm working 24 hours. I can work 24 hours because I have a project, I have a timeline. I put myself a timeline, I work towards it. We have the water machine project that we want to do. We want to put up a factory. We want to do it, and we have timeline. So this is, and to do that, willing to work 24 hours. You call this, I mean, 24 hours means, of course, like, you get 8 hours of sleep. But the mind, because of the training, is able to detach. Remember, I spoke to detach, can sleep well, morning wake up, do your practices, work on it. Middle path, avoid the extremes, the 3 universal truths. He spoke about this. Impermanence. Everything is impermanent, right? Or just because it's impermanent, I don't want to do. No, because it's impermanent, you want to do it now. You want to do it today, not tomorrow. You go through a path, you see a person without leg and he's asking you for food. Don't say, I will come back tomorrow, because it is impermanent. You do it now. You stop whatever you're doing, you bring the food, you give, and you sit there and you eat. You see him eat and you speak to him, because this will not last. This opportunity to do something will not last. You are going to your work, you can call your office and say that, wait, I want to do this first. Somebody, a lady, you see a pregnant lady on the highway and the tire has burst, stop. You can be meeting the somebody, a very important $1 million project. It's okay to lose it. You can get it, because this is most important. That moment is most important. You stop your car, you help the pregnant lady to change the tire, make sure she is safe and on the way back home, because things are impermanent. Anika. Suffering, of course, I spoke to you about that, and then I spoke to you about no self, which is actually no ego. So in yoga, it's about karma, it's about balance, it's about the ego, managing it. And I see Lord Buddha as a supreme Raja Yogi. Raja Yoga is here in the mind, not only as a supreme yoga Raja Yogi, but he gives so much of understanding about how the mind works, how we can manage the mind, how we should cultivate the mind so that we can avoid dukkha, that we can avoid suffering through the ability to manage our attachment. And then how do we manage our attachment? Is in yoga we have vairagya. In yoga we have the 2 pillars, abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa and vairagya. Practice and some form of detachment. Practice and some form of practice is attachment. Vairagya is detachment. You see how yoga balances? Practice is attachment. Vairagya is detachment. Yoga Sutra talks about this balance. Abhyasa, vairagya. How many of you are committed to practice? I'm not asking you to practice 1 hour. I'm asking you to practice 1 round of Surya every tomorrow morning. Mano, Shashi, everybody, 1 round of Surya Namaskar starting tomorrow. Today is Vesak Day. You can tell me 10 years from now, 2025, 13th of May, sorry, no, 12th of May, we made a decision that we are going to practice Surya Namaskar. Rain, shine, funeral, birthday, Deepavali, whatever day, you practice that. If you cannot practice in the morning, whatever, you stop at the RNR from Seremban to KL, you stop, you do your one round of Surya Namaskar. Got mad, no mad, it doesn't matter. You make a resolution, make sure we follow it.
Sure, Master.
This is, huh?
Sure, Master.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. One thing about Mano is he's a beautiful man. Vairagya. And mindfulness, daily mindfulness is so important. What are we seeing? The impermanence of life must not make you feel frustrated. The impermanence of things must not make you frustrated. The impermanence of things around you must make you motivated to do it today before it disappears. Mother is aging, father is aging, uncle is aging, brothers are aging, friends are aging. You spend your time to teach them. What is contribution? Bringing your uncle or your friend who has a problem to the shop, drink coffee, chit chat, roti canai, or sitting them and teaching them Pawan Muktasana. Inhale, stretch your fingers, exhale. Now do that. Inhale, stretch. Now inhale, stretch your neck, exhale down. This is contribution. Teaching them something. Then on the chair, exhale, stretch. Feel your spine. Nice, beautiful stretch. Inhale to the center, exhale. These are things which we can contribute to the health. Not just go and have some tea. We can have tea at home and then teach them. Bring some kind of a teaching to your family, to your friends, to your community. This is what I want to share with you, that life gives us an opportunity, right? One opportunity. We need to take it today. This is the gist of Lord Buddha's teaching. His energy, Lord Buddha's energy, Lord Buddha's presence, Lord Buddha's teachings are definitely in the world. And so many monuments are there to remind us of him. And non-violence is part of what he has taught. And people who are following Lord Buddha in any region of the world must engage in this. They must not engage in any form of politics, or in some places where there have been some monks who have connected themselves to politics and some kind of racial segregation. This should not come from his followers. He should not come. In fact, I don't think he wanted to create followers. He wanted to create leaders. That's what I am doing. That I don't want to have followers. I want to have leaders. I am leading people to themselves. I am leading them. I am leading people. Okay, they follow me to them. Follow me, I lead them to themselves. This is what he thought. At no point should we allow ourselves to move away from the central teaching of Buddhism, of Lord Buddha, which is love, compassion, kindness, clarity. And today you are surprised that he spoke about livelihood, right? He spoke about that, and this is part of what we want to also engage you in. Livelihood, some beautiful effort, centeredness, clarity, doing it now, serving humanity, animals, nature now, today, making a resolution and sticking to it. Get timelines and work towards it. And we have one window. We have one window open in our life today. Capture it. Take the steps. The window is open. Don't delay. Don't just get frustrated that I should have done this. Do it. I do things. I don't think about what people will say or criticize or what. not my way of thinking or reacting to do. I just do it. Whatever people say, I just go and do what I feel, what I've understood as right. And that's what Lord Buddha did when he left the palace to find the truth. I am very happy that all of you, have given me an opportunity to speak today. And this particular topic came from Saravana Shilan, who got this topic moving, and Shashi and Mano, who coordinated this. Really thank them, and whatever merits there are, and Buddhism really believes in merits, good deeds belongs to Mano, Shashi, and Saravana in this project, in this program, this Zoom, and many things that we are going to do, especially with the MAYI Global Holistic Wellness and Social Enterprise Movement, which we are officially going to launch on the 18th of this month. Please do join us at Damansara Utama, Sunday, 18th of May, from 2:30 to 4:30, just 2 hours. We start on time, we will end on time. Please do come and find something inspiring to do in our lives, in all our lives. It's a very beautiful journey that is awaiting for us. No matter what is right now in your life, is going something very beautiful is waiting for all those who can embrace change in this impermanent world. And I would like to invoke Lord Buddha's blessings from the universe to all of us. And I would like to wish everyone here, your families, your loved ones, those whom you work with, and the whole world, may all enjoy good health, long life, prosperity, happiness, wisdom, peace, love, and moksha or nirvana. Thank you. Namaste. Namaskar.
Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master. Such a wonderful presentation, Master. So I think I'll clear with the philosophy of life. Okay, actually in MAYI we have 5 pillars, in which one of the pillar is relationship. Okay, so in that we emphasize love. Love doesn't belong to the human only, beyond humans. We practice love beyond humans. As my experience from today, Master spoke about the attachment, detachment, or before coming to the MAYI community. So I was fanatic with the relationship in the family. So whenever they do wrong, whenever they misbehave something, I got stuck and I am very angry with them. But nowadays, once the master said, okay, be with a good person, right? So once I came to my, I am with master, Saronan, and all the community good members surround me. Okay. So nowadays, I am not fanatic with the relationship. Whenever they misbehave, my son, daughter, anyone, my mother, my father, okay, anyone misbehave or they doesn't listen, I keep calm and smile. I get attached to them. Okay, now my attachment is very good to them, and whenever they did, I learn how to teach them. So that is a great thing I got from my community. Okay, so I hope this session would have been very useful for all of you. And future we will be doing some more sessions like this. It will really attached to our life philosophy and our love to the community. Community means beyond the humans, our love toward the nature, okay, our love towards all the living things in this world. Thank you so much for being here. Today is auspicious day, Vaisa and Chitra Purnami. I think many of you has been gone to the temple for worshiping all, but you all spend your great time. Okay, you all spend your great time here, 1 hour. Okay, thank you so much. So let me meet in the next session, like next Monday, 8:30, with the different kind of topics. Okay, something actually every week we are trying to do something different. We are trying to give knowledge, something different to all our community members. I hope you all, your cooperation is very appreciated, and we all need your cooperation in further in future also. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. ഇൻപമേ സുൽക എല്ലോരും வாழ்க. Thank you so much.